Alright, here we are back with another Farming Simulator 2019 video. Today, I am starting a new series officially. So I'm on career mode. See, career mode, and I'm just going to go down here and start a new game. Save game number 9. We're going to go to Farm Manager. That is the, well, yeah, we'll stick to Farm Manager. We'll see how this goes. And we're only going to use one of these two maps. I know if you're like me, the first like 4 months I had this game, I did not, I didn't like have internet, so I couldn't play online or download mods or anything. So we're going to be not using any mods, and we're gonna go over like the most efficient ways to make money. So we're gonna go ahead and go to Felsbrunn here. We better change my character a little bit. Keep my character there. Let's take the vest off. What kind of shirts can we pick here? Can we go with a greenish one? There we go. We better keep the vest back. Well, I don't know. Let's go back to brown. I kind of like the brown. Or the dark blue. What about red? That looks good. Continue. Alright. And we are going to be deselecting all of the mods. As you can see, they are all deselected. Every single one of them. So, this is no government subsidy, no map modding, or or farm copying and then compressing into a career. This is just straight gameplay like you just got this game. If you hear noises like that every now and again, I'm starting to get a little bit sick, so I've got a water bottle. Gotta stay hydrated, especially out here working in the heat of the summer, farming along. That's a analogy. But I'm gonna try to, this is gonna be the most realistic I can do it. And we're going to just go ahead and, well, it's gonna be realistic, like with the driving and planting and stuff portions. I don't think I'm gonna make it very realistic when it comes to the speed of time, and I'll explain the rest of all that stuff later. We're just trying to see how to make money, enough money to be able to start to expand your farm. And so here we are. You have enough money to start the farm. Business of your dreams. What will your specialty be? Arable farming. Okay, breeding livestock. Forestry, or a bit of everything. The choice is yours. First, buy some lands, buildings, and necessary tools. Then sell your products to expand your farm. Alright, so continue. Alright, so I got up to like $6 million in a couple months with this game. It took a while. So what is this crop right here? Alright, this is wheat. It's ready to harvest. It's owned by U. Ziegler. There's a few different ways to do this. You can do it the way that I'm going to do it, or you can do jobs, which jobs, if you pause it, you go over to these pieces of paper here. There's contracts. They're like 6,000, anywhere from like under 1,000 all the way up to like the highest I have seen is like 25,000 for harvesting like field number, I believe it's 10. Yeah. Like harvesting field 10, which right now is sugar beets. This is wheat. Is there any soybeans? It's like a greenish color. Right here. How much is that field? 261,000. Actually, before we buy that, let's go ahead and buy a tractor. And we're going to want a medium tractor right off the bat. I always go with a pretty cheap but durable tractor. I normally go with one of these two, or the 6M series. I'm going to go with this guy. Main color, rim color's got to be black for me. That's my color for wheels. Teleberg tires, wheel weights, wide tires and wheel weights. I always do the engine upgrade. I know it costs more, but you can keep this tractor until you expand to a Um, and I always do front loader, just so you don't have to buy a forklift to load seed bags or anything like that. But I always do wide tires and wheel weights with the engine upgrade, because then you've got the weight plus the power to pull heavier equipment as you sell equipment to expand equipment, if you get what I'm saying. Buy, yes, okay. So just under 200,000. And I forgot to do this right at the beginning. I go to the money tab here in the pause menu, and I just keep tapping triangle until my loan is completely paid back. I don't like having loans, especially with fast forwarding time like they're going to be in this game. You'll get like $1,000 that just randomly disappears. So now we've got 800 to play with, and I gotta adjust a few settings here. I always have this on real time. Engine start is, or automatic engine start is off, and we got to find where the train is at. Anyways, I always go to plant growth, fast, off, 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 off. That's just extra money that you do not need to spend right away. Let's go here. We gotta find train. Where is it at? Huh. I guess I don't know where that's at. Traffic dirt. Stop and go braking. Okay, well, I guess I'll just leave that alone for now. Statistics is like how much time you spend in each tractor, how much time you hire a worker, which you will see me hire workers. Just because especially when you get to be in more than one field. Actually, let's pick up some equipment here too. So first thing we're going to need is a disc, and I'll show you my favorite disc. You want to be efficient, but you always also want to save money. I always go with disc harrows instead of uh, cultivators. And I believe I get this Horsch one. The Horsch Joker 12 RT. Purchase that, buy, yes, okay. And we can go ahead and back on over here and pick this thing up. Alright. Now we can go ahead and drop this off on that concrete pad. I never worry about like buildings or anything either until later on. So we're going to find a decent sized field, like pretty big, just so we can get some profit off of it, and hope for the best here. So we're going to go on ahead and bring this up here, zoom out a little bit. So the concept of this is make the most amount of money in like the most efficiently, not necessarily the shortest amount of time, because you want to have a little bit of fun with it. So we're just going to start a whole series. I don't know how many videos it's going to be, but I really enjoy doing this, because to me, when you start like using subsidy signs and stuff, you start to lose like interest in the game, I feel like, just because you're not working for anything. With me trying to do a lot of roleplay stuff, I like to like have money just because. So this seeder does corn, sunflower, soybeans, sugar beets, and cotton. And it's 12 meters wide, which is pretty wide. This one's 9 meters. And we might see what we got in the seeders area. You don't have to get a planter or a seeder as long as it like does everything you need. Let's see what we got here. Alright, we're gonna have to do a seeder or a planter. the seeders, they don't do corn. And I'm planning on doing some corn later on. So we're just going to spend the extra money and get this bad boy. Well, maybe. What is that symbol in the intake of the piece of implement? It shows the seed bag, and then it also shows something else. Let's see what that is. Liquid fertilizer, seeds. I think it's liquid fertilizer. It's like a jug with a leaf on it. Yeah, so this takes liquid fertilizer too. You don't need to do that. It definitely helps, but you don't need to. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and just buy this one. It's 9 meters. Check it out quick. It's pretty skinny. I might just spend the money and get this bad boy. Let's see. If we do mostly beans right now, we can get one of these like this one. Beans to me are the most profitable source of like income. Yes, okay. And then we're going to need I just prefer to buy a semi. Well, let's get a harvester first. 202,000, sure. We're just going to keep that completely stock. And then we're going to get a bean head. And it's going to be this Massey Ferguson for the Activia 7347S. Let's make sure that's the same one we have. Yep, sure is. Alright. So, 25 foot. Let's go ahead and purchase this. Does it do beans? Yes. Buy, yes, okay. Now we need to do, we got the harvester. How much money do we have? 392,000. Go ahead to trucks. We want to find the cheapest truck. We might just get a trailer for now. Trailers. We want something small enough so we can still, this one's 31,000. We want something small enough so we can still buy a field. Yes, okay. Alright, so that's all you need right there. Now we got 357,700 and something for a field. So now let's find a decent sized field. What's 13 cost? 304. That sounds perfect. Let's go ahead and buy this one. Yes. Alright, so now we are the proud owner of a field. I'm not even going to worry about my other equipment until I get over there and start disking. And I still might buy a super small tractor. Well, actually no, because you still got to buy seed and fertilizer and such. So we're going to go ahead and get this, and then I might buy a super small tractor like a Fendt or something, if they are reasonably priced. What is in this field right now? Because if this is beans, we might get the harvester and harvest it. What is it? Oats. Does this bean, or does this head harvest oats? That's always something you want to look forward to. I don't know what the... We gotta go to the harvester once. So, wait, no, we gotta go to the planter. Let's go on ahead and drop this off. And go back to the store and hook up the planter to see what the logo is for oats. I always forget the... Oh, wait, it should be in the... Should be in this thing at the end. Right at the top here. That is a terrible, terrible. Let's see if we can find oats in here. You know what? It's just easier to drive back to the shop. I wish I knew more about the symbols there. That'd make it a lot easier. I know wheat, barley, and oats, I'm pretty sure have this similar to the same, like, logo, I guess, is what you would call it. Symbol. So this first episode is just going to be pretty much setting up the farm and hopefully getting it either harvested or just disking over it. But whatever field you buy, especially with the one I bought, it's already ready to harvest, so that's really convenient actually. Alright, let's go ahead and see what symbol oats is. Oat is like a tree branch with a bunch of leaves. So now we gotta go here. Yes, this harvests oats. So we're actually gonna leave that there now. Hook up to this trailer and drive over there. Jeez, I'm having a heck of a time doing this right now. There we go. Alright, so we're going to bring this to the field, and I'm going to teleport over to the combine and drive that over with the head and start harvesting, because that field is actually ready to harvest. So if you're going to do only beans, you technically don't need to disc your land before you plant again, I don't believe, for beans. I think you only have to disc if it's like tall stalk. So like, well, actually yeah, you do, I think. I think that's a mod where you can disc over a uncultivated field. So we're gonna go ahead and put that there. Shut it off. This is the one we want to be in. Let's go ahead and back up and hook up to our brand new 25-foot Massey Ferguson head. Alright, this is starting to look a little bit more like Christmas here. Oh, don't turn, car. Thank you. So we're just going to go ahead and start harvesting, and I'm probably going to hire a worker to harvest just because I utterly suck at harvesting. We're going to let that car get a little further ahead of us. And then I'll show you like tips and tricks if you don't play this game a whole lot, on how to make sure you get the most bang for your buck in the selling process of the crops. So this entire field, this field's actually pretty big. This whole field should fit inside that trailer, I'm pretty sure. It should be close. And just remember, just keep all of your equipment next to the field, because this is a really fast process. And it becomes more of a hassle when you have a place where you store your vehicles and stuff. So let's go ahead and start unfolding the harvester. This thing's actually got a pretty big reserve for it. And sorry, whoever owns that field. Lower harvester and turn it on. Alright. We're going to go ahead and hire a worker here, and I'm going to hop out. Oh. That's something you don't want to do. Disable straw swath. There we go. Yeah, you don't want to do that necessarily. Alright. See, now it spreads it evenly instead of big hump. I don't have equipment to bale. So we are going to drop this trailer off and go back and get our planter just so it's here while he does a round. Kind of in the grass. Okay, now the name of the game is to try to stay efficient, but also like progressive. Every chance you get, whenever you do come into a little bit of money, expand your equipment so you can speed up the process, or buy another field. It's up to you. Completely up to you, actually. And I'm just going to go back here and get this planter and buy some seed bags while he does a round or two. And I'll show you how to load those. I'm not buying a thing for this right now. Some planters let you do it, some don't. But so we're already on oat. We want to go to soybeans. There we go. Go here to pallets. We're just going to buy one for now. It's 2,100 bushels, I believe, is how you would... Alright, then if you look at the help menu, L1 is refill sower. So you push L1. And I believe we're only going to use about half this pallet. Well, maybe not. We might have to buy another one. Jeez, this is a big sower. Alright, so now we want to get a big bag of seeds. Buy, yes, okay. Refill sower. The big bags don't hold as much as the actual. Look at that. Perfect fit. 3,100. I don't know how that actually ended up working out like that, but it did. Alright, so soybeans, and I'll show you the diagram once we get up here. Okay, so the soybeans bring about anywhere from 13 to 1,700, if not more or less, depending on the environmental difficulty, per 40,000 bushel, and 40,000 bushel, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. I want to say that's correct. I'd have to go back and look. I don't actually know how the numbers in this game calculate. Like right now it says 3,100 or 99% full. I don't know if that's 3,100 liters of seed or 30. Maybe it goes by pounds. 3,100 pounds. I don't know, but whatever it is, the seed or the like beans go for. So soybeans right now they're about 1676 at the Port Southeast is the most expensive, I believe. Yep. Right here. What is wheat? Or oat, I mean. It would be the Grain Elevator East at 1,136. So they're pretty similar in price. Yeah, so cotton brings a lot. But cotton takes forever to plant. Yeah. So we'll bring this oat to Grain Elevator East, depending on how it looks when it gets completely harvested, because it changes constantly. So let's go ahead and pull this up here. Just go ahead and drop it off for now, and I'm gonna have to go fill or grab this green trailer or this yellow trailer, the grain wagon, grain cart, whatever you guys call it from where you're from. And make sure if this video is helpful to you in any way on starting a farm, then go ahead and leave a comment and tell me if it was helpful. And if it was helpful in any way, or you just enjoyed the raw farming content, go ahead and hit that like button. And also, if you liked it and you really want to see some more, or you just want to see some more just to laugh at me, then hit that subscribe button. It would really help me out, as well as it would probably help you out in the fact of you getting some quality how-tos and role-play gaming content on Farming Simulator 19. And if you do subscribe, make sure to hit that post notifications bell so you get notified every time that I upload a video. So, let's get back into it. Alright, so I'm gonna hop up here and hop in this combine while my worker's working. And I'm going to see how full he is. Just because, well, it looks like he takes forever to turn around, but that's alright. He doesn't miss anything. Not on the stock fields anyways. As soon as you get to modded fields and stuff, they seem to miss stuff all the time. Alright, so he's about 57%. So, what we can do is hop... Oh, shoot. I accidentally fired my worker. I get square and circle mixed up on this game all the time. Constantly. Ask anybody that watches my videos. We're going to, once I empty the combine once, or have him do it, then I'm going to go ahead and start cultivating. So then we can just get right into another thing, and then once the combine's done and the cultivator's like halfway, then I'll probably hire a worker, and at that point would be the time where it would be really nice to own a second tractor, just so you could start planting while the cultivator's still going on the same field. Pretty much just follow them side by side, or front to back, pretty much. I do have a question, and you guys should leave this in the comment section below. What do you guys expect of Farming Simulator 21? I know for me, I expect obviously new equipment and better graphics, but I hope more mods come out. But I've been told by a lot of people that they think it'll be the same amount of mods because the mod hub will just stay the same, and well, it should probably grow. That's still a whole nother year away. But one thing I'm really hoping for is slots. If you don't know what I'm talking about with slots, you can go to you can click on literally anything in here. You don't even need to click on an item, you just gotta click on a category, like forestry machines. Click here, and then you look at the right upper hand corner where my balance is. If you look just to the left, it says 468-1299. And what that means is you have 1,299 slots available in the game. And then if you look at each piece of machinery, each one, if you look down in the description, it has a slots logo that says -11 for this buffalo, which is the same logo as the slots up at the top of the screen. And what that is if I was to buy this machine, it would add 11 slots to that 468. So it limits you on how much you can own. And if you own a huge operation, or you do multiple businesses, like let's say you do forestry, especially online with friends, and you farm a huge farm, and let's say you have to have, oh, I don't know, like tractors and trucks and water tanks and different trailers to feed animals, like forage harvester, wagon, everything. Eventually those slots are going to fill up to where you can't have any of those, pretty much. So that's what I hope. That's really the only thing I hope for, is that. And then one smaller thing is I hope they come out with better buildings, or better houses at least. Excuse me. I hope they come out with better houses. The Lone Oaks modded map is one of the best houses I've ever found on console, and I hope they have more houses like that come future. And that's pretty much it. Everything else of this game I really like. I like the tractors, I like how many options you have with the tractors. I hope they get like Kubota tractors and stuff though too. Different kinds of tractors. Excuse me again. Got a frog in my throat or something. Alright, well, I think it's getting pretty close to being full here. So we're gonna do an old